I wanted to talk about dumbbells, the topic of CrossFit right now.
Your effort will dictate what type of results you get. So when you guys go through it, you want to do it the first round, just pick it up a little bit and just challenge yourself.
Well, today turned into a rest day. Mom is in town. It's Saturday, so the whole family's in the house basically. We went out to lunch, which I tried to catch some footage. They blocked me. Some security guard was like, "You can't film while the public is here, blah, blah, blah." Lunchtime with the family. What's up, crew?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the elevator's that way. If you're a San Jose local, we're at the San Pedro Market Square for some lovely food. I think I'm gonna go for some poke.
Whatever you're...
Pardon the interruption, as I was saying. I was gonna have some really cool content, but got blocked. Happens. Going back home. Got what I could, and then when we got home, I had to finish some editing and some other projects. No fitness today. Turned into a rest day. I text Taylor. I was like, "Hey, are you hitting it today?" And he said no. So that pretty much made the decision for me. So to fill the gap of footage that I don't have now, why are we not in focus? Stay focused right here. To fill the void of footage that I didn't get today, I wanted to talk about dumbbells, the topic of CrossFit right now. Dave Castro obviously announced that there will be dumbbells in the Open this year, which is something they haven't done at all. It's raised the question, what's it gonna be? And my first thought is dumbbell thrusters, because they're gonna be disgusting and it is a very difficult movement, but it can be accessed by everybody. My next guess would be dumbbell snatches, single arm snatches, alternating. The only thing I can see with that one is holding the standard, especially judging on video, whether or not the dumbbell is slapping on the ground versus, but then again, deadlifts work that way, so never mind. And then of course they can always throw in weighted lunges, either with a farmer carry or front rack or even overhead, just to throw in like something that's very, very easy to access. And I would say that the dumbbells for men will be probably weighted 40 to 50 pounds, no matter what it is. And for ladies, probably 25 to 35 pounds. Regardless, dumbbells are gonna be in the open, and to be completely honest, I think it's gonna be a front rack of some sort. If it's lunges, or if it's thrusters, front squats, or anything, I think they're gonna be front racked. That's with the dumbbells on your shoulders. I wanted to talk about some technique tips to help with that front rack position to help you stay efficient and reduce fatigue. It's too bad I didn't think of those points before I started talking on camera. All right. So, wrote it down on the whiteboard now. So, number one, grip. It's natural for us to reach down and grab dumbbells and hold them in the center of the dumbbell because that's just mentally what seems right and feels right. However, when it comes to movements like front squats, thrusters, or push press even, you want to have your hands positioned, if they're on the ground, towards the back of the dumbbell. Once they get to your shoulders, they'll be in the front of the dumbbell. So, this side of your hand should be touching that head of the dumbbell, okay? What this is gonna do is allow you to lift that dumbbell and create somewhat of a downward angle so that the weight, the bulk of the weight of the dumbbell is gonna be on your shoulders rather than in your hands, which then translates to fatigue in your shoulders. So you're gonna be able to hold them up higher and use that to your advantage a little bit dipped down. That's also depending on the standards. If their standards are that the dumbbell must stay flat or something like that, or you must grip it a certain way, that's at least how I do it in WODs and how I did it yesterday during the lunge push press WOD. Number two, elbows. I was doing it wrong yesterday. While it's more comfortable, it is not the most efficient. You'll find it will be more fatiguing if you do it the way I was doing it yesterday, and that's with your elbows high but wide. This feels like you're activating and you're turning a lot of things on, but that's the problem, is you're holding dumbbells, which are already gonna mess you up a little bit as far as fatigue, and when you add that extra muscle contraction of all the scap muscles, now you're using some stuff that you don't necessarily need to use. So instead, once you get your dumbbells onto your shoulders, you want to keep your elbows not pinched, but out in front. So it should be natural, in a natural position, not loose, but nice, tall, nice and tight, not out and relaxed. And then elbows should be up and tall, just like you have a barbell on your shoulders. Having high elbows is going to correct number three, which is posture, and it's gonna automatically set you up to have good posture. And lastly, what is good posture? That's having your chest up and having your core nice and tight. That's not just your abs, that's also your lower back. So if you're relaxed in your lower back, you're gonna be crunched and forward, and you're gonna send the dumbbells forward even more, which is gonna make you work harder no matter what movement you're doing. And if you overarch your back and relax your abs, you're gonna get fatigue in your lower back and your glutes. Your quads aren't gonna function as strong because everything's disconnected. So posture is a big deal. So make sure your core is tight, but you're keeping your back activated. And a lot of that has to do with, like, if it's a thruster, making sure your knees are out, which is turning your glutes on, which is always gonna keep your pelvis in the correct position. Those are 3 tips that I came up with, and I'm sure there's more that you could probably find all over the internet, but at least those are ones that I came up with right now. I haven't really been paying too much attention to a lot of the noise that came up after the dumbbells were announced. God, I saw the noise, I just didn't pay attention to it. It's like, holy hell, people are accusing Dave Castro of like creating this buzz around dumbbells so that Rogue can make some money. If that's true, who cares? Like, be like excited that the Open is literally right around the corner. Like, I am so stoked. Which is another thing, I haven't signed up for that yet. Should probably get on that. Anyhoot, that's my spiel, which I cannot wait to edit. It's gonna be fun. Tomorrow's gonna be pretty interesting. The workout with Neil has bumped down to 7 a.m., which is gonna be a first in a while that I've woken up that early to work out. Hopefully there's not too much barbell movement. I don't know what it is, but I just cannot touch barbells at that early in the AM. And then come back, hang out with my mom before she gets back on the plane and goes home. It's been pretty awesome. Every time she comes up from LA, Dylan seems to have a crazy developmental leap. So now she's crawling. Cue the footage. My God. Nice.
Nice work.
And she's talking a lot more, like she's just blabbing more. Still haven't done my review. I still want to. Nanos versus Metcons. I think maybe we'll do that tomorrow. It won't be within the vlog. I want to do it as a separate thing. I might put a little snippet of it, like what my opinion is. But as far as like a very detailed description of the two and why I would choose one over the other, I will have in a separate video. So hopefully you guys like that sort of content. That's today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new, subscribe. If you're not new, hit that like button, share this video. Let's make this crew gigantic. And if you'd like to file a complaint or send some positive vibes, leave a comment. And until tomorrow, I'll see you later, crew.